Hi friends, today we are colouring the Wereslug, which is from the Monsters mini pack, which is available at rjhampson.com. So one of my sweet and simple books, which hasn't quite made it to a book yet. It's still a digital pack, but awesome because it's full of monsters, which is always fun. Now, I have printed this out just on normal photocopy paper, and I do have a sheet of paper and a sheet of acetate behind it, and I've stuck it to the desk so it won't move around. And I was going to play a little bit with it before we started colouring. I'm going to use Ohuhu markers just to be a little bit different. I'm going to play with putting background in. This is my favourite thing to do. It means we can get a background in without having to go too nuts on colouring a whole page and wearing out all our markers. So that's a little background. We can put some things in. I've got this little thing from my sticky tape. I'm going to put a moon here because it's a wereslug, so obviously he's being affected by the moon. Where am I going to put the moon? Maybe the moon could be down here. Oh, I mean, it's got to be up there, doesn't it? Now I'm just going to ink that in using waterproof. This is a Unipin fine line. It's about a 0.7. Actually, I might go a bit thicker. I'll get my 0.8. It's the thickest I've got. I'm quite fond of this monsters pack. They're monsters, but they're all happy. They're happy monsters. Not really scary monsters. I figure if you're doing a sweet and simple book, you don't want scary monsters, do you? Oh, going out of the lines. I'm just making this moon a little bit thicker. Oh, I'm a bit drunken this morning, aren't I, with my line work? Right, let's talk about this slug. I think it's going to have to be green. I'm going to start with, what's this, a lemon green, which is sort of here, and then blend it up to something just a tad darker, maybe like a deep yellow green, just for his belly regions. All right, I've changed. I'm going to a chartreuse green, lemon green to a chartreuse green. Now let's just play with a little section. That's the lemon green, and this is the chartreuse. Beautiful. This is my lemon green. I'm going to go fast. What do you think, guys? Just going hard at it. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. That was my chartreuse green. What have I done? Well, it's not everything is lost. I'm going to bring in a matcha green, which is just a bit darker. We'll just give him a little bit darker underbelly than I originally thought. And rather than blend it, maybe we just do these sort of shadow lines. I think now we bring our yellow green in. We'll do this face area in that yellow green. I'm a big believer in if you do something and it's not quite what you hope to, you think it might be a mistake, it's actually an opportunity to go somewhere else, go in another direction. So as long as you're happy to pivot and just go with the flow, it usually works out well. Sometimes you discover things, you're like, oh, I didn't realise I could do that. I'll remember that for the future. Now I'm going to bring in my chartreuse screen. Just to add a little bit of texture and fun to that. I might give him some shadows under his eyebrows. All right, back with the yellow-green. I'm going to colour in his ears and these little spots on his back. All right, for his back, I think let's go dark. Let's go dark green, deep sky blue sort of green, tealy maybe. Deep sky blue and Lieberman. Let's go there. All right, I was thinking the Lieberman would be sort of the lighter green, so I'll put that. I think the moon's shining down on his back. I'm sticking with my Lieberman. I'm going to do his hands that way. Then I might bring in my darker colour. This deep sky blue. And bring a blend. So I'm using that Lieberman just to blend it back in. It's all about subtlety, so I'm going to keep going with this deep sky blue. I'm going to leave his tail and bring back that lighter colour. Which is the Lieberman. All right, a bit of lemon green for his eyebrows, I think. I'm going to bring in a lemon yellow now. Just take it into some of those warm yellow hues rather than those green yellow hues. We'll make his little, maybe his lips would be that lemon yellow. Right, I'm going to make his mouth pink. I'm going to, with a light prawn. I'm going to go over that with a light rouge. I think we just went to the wrong tone colour. This light rouge has got a bit more of the yellow in, which will tie it in with that the yellow lips a bit more. Oh, that's better. All right, now I do think we need to bring our lemon green back in for that moon. I think we need a greeny yellow moon casting its insipid light on this scene. And I might just bring some shadow in with that chartreuse while that's still nice and wet, so that it just, I might even do some craters. All right, let's look at our little wasp thing here. I think we go with our lemon yellow for some nice bright stripes. And his little abdomen there. Maybe a yellow head. And I think we're going to bring our deep sky blue in. Give him a nice dark body. Even those stripes, I might make that blue. I'm just going to play with chartreuse. See if I can shadow this with that chartreuse. Sort of give it, the moon is tinging him with the green light. Lovely. All right, I need a grey for his legs because they're black legs, but I don't want to colour them black. I'm going to go with like a cool grey. I might go with a neutral grey, like an 051 level. All right, here we go, neutral grey 051. Just get some grey onto those legs. All right, lemon green. Let's go with the lemon green on his wings. And maybe we'll mix that a little bit with the lemon yellow. Back to our lemon green. And our lemon yellow. Well, we need a sky colour. I'm thinking I'm going to use this blue-grey 109. It's sort of a bluey. What do you think? I think that could work. So this is a blue-grey 109. I'm going to grab something a bit lighter, blue-grey 069. Just bring that in to blend to a lighter grey. And I want to leave a glow around this moon. So I think our lemon green directly around it. Maybe we play with a little bit of that Lieberman green. It's like a bridging colour. I'm going to bring that lemon green back in just to continue that blend. Reverse that down the other side. So we've got our Lieberman green, which is our bridging green between the yellow and the blue. And we're just going to blend with the lemon green. And then we're moving right along to our blue-grey 069. And I'm bringing my Lieberman back in to just blend that little edge. And back to our 069, we're going to just take that down a bit further, probably around about here. And then back to our darkest colour, which was the 109, blue-grey 109. And we'll just fill the rest of that sky in. And then bringing in our lighter blue-grey just to blend that edge. I'm going to bring in our neutral grey 051. Just want to add in a little bit of shadow. I think monsters' eyes should have shadows under them at all times. I'm going to go with a lighter grey. This is neutral grey 040. Don't want shadows, but I think they were just a little bit too dark, so I'm going to actually get some shadow under that lip. Maybe even here, at the top of the lip. All right, people, you know what's coming next. We have a jelly roll. This is a 1.0 jelly roll, and I really want to just get some lovely little highlights. Actually, let's highlight this little guy first. Do we want to highlight on the moon? I think we do. We'll go nice and thick with the highlight on the moon. And I think some stars would be in order. Well, what do you think, guys? Our little Wereslug. Lovely and green under a green moon. Lots of fun. So this is Wereslug from the Monsters mini pack, but it's also available in the October Colour Club pack from rjhampson.com. Always a joy to colour in a monster. So much fun. Thanks so much for colouring along with me today, guys, and I shall see you later, no doubt. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. See ya.